We have an announcement to make. We have a new member of the team. T-Bems, how you going?
Good.
Okay. So, we have another team. Yes!
Orderly.
They can actually see what we look like.
FireCast episode 134.
134. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah.
Finally proud to say, coming to you in 4K.
4K.
All the whinging I was doing last episode, we're gonna completely scrap and ignore
Wait
that.
a minute.
We can make this work.
Are we live?
No. So we're not live. Oh, we forgot to explain to this guy too. We're not live today because the cam link didn't come in time.
Oh.
So all that's going to change is when the cam link comes, we just plug the camera into the computer.
You should just do the webcam for live, though.
No, because the webcam's horrid
but
quality.
for the live, it's fine.
No, I want to go live like that.
All right, whatever.
So
Fair enough.
right, we're not live tonight. But we'll hopefully everything should be here, fucking next week, and then we're back to normal, business as usual. We have an announcement to make. We have a new member of the team. T-Bems, how you going?
Good.
Okay. So we have another Temu worker.
Yeah, here for free.
Yeah, minimum wage, long hours. We finally have an offsider. So now instead of 3 bumbling fools trying to figure out what's going on, there's going to be 4 of us. But the 4th one has the power of the computer. so this is fucking exciting, man. So obviously, T-Bems, don't be shy to chime in if there's something we're talking about that you want to say an opinion, or if you disagree, agree with whatever we're saying, don't be shy.
Or just as we're talking, start looking it up, so then you can say, well, you're wrong here.
Yeah,
because we probably are wrong most of the time.
Yeah. So this is fucking exciting, man. This is awesome. Joey K, tell the YouTubers, the YouTube family, what's changed, what's different, what have we done, what have we purchased?
We have purchased an actual 4K camera. The other one we were using for ages was some cheap one that Iggy got for his birthday a while ago. Got it. We definitely got our money's worth on that thing.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, had a good run, mate.
It was definitely lacking in quality, and I feel like because we weren't used to having such a good camera, I got used to seeing that quality and being like, that quality's okay. Yeah. And then you bring this one home and you can see every blemish in my skin and everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, Joey K actually has a beard.
Yeah.
So everyone on the YouTube's like, fuck, what the hell? That's what the fun to God looks like.
It would be so much different. I'm so excited for it, but there's just another step in the right direction. So we need to get it done for sure, and eventually we'll have more cameras, more angles.
Yes. Yeah.
But for now, this is I'm excited for this new upgrade, both with a producer over here and the camera.
Yeah.
And 100%. The table, look at this. We got a table here. We got the fucking the fucking professional camera stand over there.
And if you look closely, you can see. Was this? Who did you say did this?
Grandpa.
So his grandpa. I came over once.
The blueprint
and he literally drew out the room because they were clearly trying to work out how they were going to put this desk. And as soon as I get in, I'm like, is that this room? And he's like, yeah, you just need to have it out there. So another little memorabilia for me to look at.
So let us know how this is obviously a drastic difference from last week, which thank God I was. Last week I was like, oh man, I hope we fucking fix this. This is much better.
This is great. So then obviously the things with Kick's not going to change. It's just that we don't have, because we've upgraded a bunch of stuff. Life doesn't just work with you just buy a new 4K camera and then it works. No, you got to buy adapters and extensions and things that go into this, and then that goes into the computer. So we're still waiting on those bits and bobs to get here.
So it is 4K?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, we are literally in 4K. Like you're blind as a bat, but right now
I can't see shit.
I can literally see like the quality is freaking immense. Even T-Bems is giving like the nod of approval over there. Like,
yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah,
I can see something over there, but I don't know what. I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, no,
I'll see it on YouTube.
Yeah. So then nothing will change for Kick. Only difference is that we will be live. We won't have, unless we have the chats on our hydro grips on our phones or whatever. But T-Bems will then also be monitoring the chat. Because we've got one camera angle, there won't be any tangent face cam changes as of yet. Because obviously to then keep the quality as it is moving forward, we need to obviously buy another 4K camera, which they're not cheap. We got this one for a good price, but I feel like all four of us here can agree we'd like to move forward, not backwards. So there's no point, using a webcam for a face cam tangent because it's going to be this beautiful, crispy, full panel camera. And then when Joey goes on a tangent, you look like a pixelated pixel on an Android.
PS1 character.
So that's not what we want. We want to go forward, not backwards. But again, those things take time. These things are expensive. But the good thing is with this kind of stuff is that once we do it once, we're not going to have to do it again. Like once we get a couple of cameras, say we get to 3, they're going to last us a long fucking time. And that's 3 good quality fucking cameras as well.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now that all that stuff's out the way, very exciting stuff. DZ.
Don't burn yourself on that, by the way.
Yeah, that's piping hot. DZ, how's your week been? What's been going on?
Good, man. Good. I've had a great week. I came to a realization today, now that everything's calmed down, I realized that I'm a little bit retarded. The election stuff, man. Now that he's won, everything's over, I simmered down. I realized I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about this shit. Like, why did I get so invested in this? Sometimes I wish I just shut the fuck up, man. Like, I did the same thing with COVID. Like, when COVID was happening, I was like, nah, they're fucking this new world order. They're fucking gonna lock us up. And now, like, 3 years later, I'm like, fuck, I was an idiot, man. I wish I just shut up. And I feel the same about this election. I was like, commenting on people's TikToks and shit, like, stupid people. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, no, I'm just like... I don't care about this shit. Like, I don't even know if this is real. Is any of this fucking real? I don't know. It might even be a simulation, and I'm here fucking fighting with cunts on TikTok about shit that in 10 years isn't even going to matter.
And I think as well, it sounds a bit more ridiculous, us 3 Aussies commenting
I know,
so
we're
much.
Australian.
Because we're Australian, right? So even myself...
It's embarrassing.
Even after last week's ep, I'm not the most informed when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So when I'm saying this shit, I'm kind of like going off the vibe of like the Trump wave, you know what I mean? So really, I didn't really know much of the politics of it all. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know anything. I'm an idiot. I don't know any more than this guy over there or that guy over there. I'm just fucking.
That's the thing with podcasts is you once you say it, it's out there. You know what I mean? So as we've experienced many times in the past,
and then you get those comments. Let's start a podcast.
Let's get a new 4K camera.
I'm not gonna lie. I was spreading propaganda the past 2 weeks. I was also commenting on people's shit, like trying to convert Democrats to Republicans. I was just trying to do my bit for Trump, though. I mean, look,
it's an endless game.
Like it makes for funny content. It's cool, Look, the markets are now absolutely pumping.
Yeah, it's smashing.
I don't know if you guys have any cryptos, but I regret selling all my cryptos at the start of the year for $700 because that $700 right now will probably be worth like close to $2,500.
Bitcoin's all-time high.
So I made the mistake. And I did what every other human does, and I saw a little bit of money. I thought the crypto markets were tanking, which they were, but everything comes in waves, up and down, and I'm an idiot. I'm literally an idiot. I literally had 2 BNB coins at the time. I bought them for like 200 and something bucks. Guess how much a BNB coin is worth right now? Over $1,000. So just with those 2 coins, I'd have $2,000. I had like 12 Solanas. They're now worth like $340 something each. I had like 12 of them. I had a little bit of Ethereum, a little bit of Bitcoin. I had 3 million Shiba Inus. They're still worth fuck all, but that's up like over like 30 something % in 24 hours. So yeah.
How much is Bitcoin right now? T-Bams? Can we get a? Because I'm actually curious.
See, I'm so clueless when when someone starts talking about crypto, Bitcoin, even day trading. I'm like, it's just otherworldly. I wish I had that knowledge, but I just don't have the drive. Don't have the drive to learn it, but fuck. There's so many like that. I don't know, but Bitcoin and day trading, like, is Bitcoin and crypto that like really booming? I thought Bitcoin was kind of like
it was.
Well, it was booming.
Is that?
Yeah, this says 132,691. But
Aussie?
No,
yeah,
it's Aussie dollars. That's
it's
okay.
AUD.
Yeah,
that is insane.
Yeah,
that is fucking ridiculous.
That's all-time high. So, because I read that they were going, that it's aiming for 100K break, but that would be US dollars. Yes, so in US dollars, it's probably what, like 80 something, right?
Let me check.
Yeah, but still,
that's crazy, though. Like,
so does that have anything to do with the election, or
yes, because Trump was very forward on crypto and saying that he's going to implement crypto and all this shit. So as soon as he won, all the crypto nerds and shit were just like, boom, like.
How much does that say US?
USD, it's 86,552.
Bro, do you want to know something funny too? That I used to asphalt with a bloke, right? he would not stop going on about Bitcoin. He had at the time, this is when Bitcoin was worth 40 something grand each. He had 4 or 5 of them. And he kept trying to convince everyone on the crew to buy Bitcoin, but none of us could afford it. He's like, no, he's like, if you're going to buy one, you need to buy a full one. I'm like, bro, I don't have fucking 40 grand, cunt. And that cunt right now would be cheering. He would be laughing. He'd be
unless he took
cheering.
it out.
He's the type of bloke that, to me, I reckon he holds it.
In it for the long haul.
Till he dies.
Diamond.
These things will be worth $1 million and he still just holds them.
Yeah.
Take it to the grave.
So apparently it's also, one of the reasons too is that if you guys, again, none of you do your research, even though you love fucking being on your phones 24/7, Donald Trump, he said that if he wins the election, he was going to fire Gary something, which is the head of the SEC, which is like the Security Exchange Commissions, I think.
Some shit like that.
Because apparently he was a corrupt little cunt, and Trump was like, "Yeah, if I'm in, you're out." And I'm pretty sure, I think he stepped down. I don't know if
because the SEC were the ones suing Ripple, that XRP case, about whether it was a fucking security or not, right? So. So they were kind of shutting down some of the crypto stuff a bit. So when Trump says he's going to fire these guys and he's going to implement crypto and he's going to do government payments in crypto and shit, as soon as he won, they were just like, bang.
Is that just because big business owners and rich people like Donald Trump, they have more investment in crypto and all of that?
there would be heaps.
They see the potential, probably.
Yeah, because the more you start with, it's just, even if it goes up a little, if you put in fucking,
scales, if you put in $1
$20
million,
mil.
you're gonna get fucking. Did you see that Elon Musk? He put him as the head of the government efficiency committee or whatever, and its acronym is Doge, Dogecoin, because Elon Musk. Doge is gonna fly as well. Probably already is.
What's his name? T-Bems? Gary Gensler.
Gary Gensler.
Gary Gensler.
He is chair of the U.S. Secretaries and Exchange Commission.
Okay, and so I'm pretty sure he's like a crooked cunt.
He was appointed by Joe Biden, sorry.
Joe's brother,
in 2021.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I'm just reading the rest of it, but they reckon he'll be out by January.
Trump is a man of his word, bro.
They're still bothering Biden though. Did you see that video of him and his missus at the beach, and they're trying to be like, hey, they're still calling him Mr. President, to
Biden.
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, because he was apparently gonna meet up with Donald Trump and just congratulate him, whatever. And the poor guy's just trying to relax on the beach. Yeah, and it's just him and his wife, and this one paparazzi person's like, hey, Joe Biden.
He looks the happiest I've ever seen. Lately.
How good are the memes where he's walking away? He's like, did you help Trump win? And he just turns around. He's got a little smile.
I believe that 100%, bro.
It was a plant the whole time.
There was it's just because they outed him. It was a coup, man. They got rid of him and he was angry about it. Then there was a video of him when he had gone to vote and he was coming out of the polls, and the video was like, Biden cast his vote, whatever. And all the comments are like, yeah, he voted for Trump. Anyway, how are you, bro? How's your week?
Yeah, I've been good, man. Just a little sick at the moment, but just working. I did my the Trinity comp on Sunday.
Oh, how'd that?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
We came 19th out of 42 teams.
Fuck, that's
pretty
all right.
good. So we were 4 people.
And you were representing Tesco.
Yeah, but there was about 10 teams of 4. So 40 people from our gym all went on a bus. I drove separate because it started at 8 a.m. and it went till 4. But I backdoored it because I drove myself. I backdoored it when it got to 3. I was like, all right, I've spent the whole day here. So it's basically an 8-hour working day essentially. And it's split up into 4 events. And each event is only 14 minutes time cap. But during those 14 minutes, you're just going. And we'd team up. So a team of 4, right? I was with this girl from the gym, Madison. And then my mate Bart was with Bianca. And them two would go synchronized exercises. And then we would, after they do their set, they move on to the next one and we follow them. So we're constantly going around for rounds of 14-minute intervals.
What is it though? Is it body weight or?
Yeah. So we had stuff like wall balls, burpees, box jumps. What else was it? Farmer carries with a 45 kilo big thing. You have to run it back and forth, 50 meters, and then you do lunges and so all these different things. But it was probably the hardest physical activity I've ever done in my life. I remember I had a bit of an adrenaline dump to begin with. So we were the first out of the gate. Our team was the first one to go at 8 a.m. So everyone was usually when you start, that's when everyone's the most
energetic
into it because it's like, oh, what's it like? Later in the day, you'll find that everyone starts doing their events, and people watch you all the time, but they're more some people sitting down chilling or eating or whatever. But we were the first ones, right? So we had everyone around us. And I remember I was doing wall balls, and at the gym we have the wall balls, but there's just two lines. There's a lower line for the women; they have to get that line. Then there's a higher line for the men. You have to get it at least there. But the wall balls here was like a target about that big. Instead of having the whole wall, imagine like a rig. You know the big rigs for the pull-up bars and stuff. Imagine having two balls, one there, one higher for the men. So then I had to get a 10-kilo medicine ball, squat, and then go up, but also aim. So I remember I was doing that and I was freaking because I wasn't getting it on target. Plus I was a bit nervous and I gassed out after the first set of wall balls, the first round. I remember just being like, I could barely breathe. I'm like, holy shit, is this like, and I was like panicking. I'm like, what the fuck? But I think it was just because the energy there is everyone's just like, God, I've done that in the gym so many times. But there was something about, like, I thought that moment, I built it up to be bigger than what it actually was. Like at the end of the day, I'm literally just doing what I do week in, week out, right? The only difference is they have it set up like a Ninja Warrior course. You got 4 different things. Everyone's like, yeah. So I remember
added pressure.
But after that, I came good. And like I said, we beat our times. The times we did in the gym, like we did time cap practice in the gym. We beat those times. I got a 90-kilo clean and squat. Was it clean and squat? I think you do a clean from like a deadlift position. You do a clean like this, boom, and then go into a squat. I did 90 kilos. 90 kilos, right? So, but I tried to go 95 and it felt like 20 kilos more. What's with like when you get to your max and you're trying to get that extra, why does 5 kilos feel 1,000,000 kilos? You know what I mean? So I couldn't get that, but we did pretty good. But yeah, after we did that, I just came home to Tori and we had a mad Frango sesh. Yeah, I mean, watched a show. Everyone went to Emu Hall after. Most people took the Monday off work. I didn't. So they were all keen as to go back to Emu Hall. Like, oh, come to Emu Hall. And I'm like, you do the whole like, I'll see how I feel. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not going. So I'd much rather just get home a bit earlier. Instead of getting home at 9 from Emu Hall, I have to go to sleep, wake up for work. I just want to be home early. Frango's in my gob. Bit of sweet treats after. Tori and I love sweet treats lately. We sometimes scab her mum's ice creams. When I say scab, she sends her a text when she's upstairs and she's like, "I'm taking Mum, do you have any ice creams?" And she's like, "Yeah."
How you been? FriendlyFire? What's going on?
Yeah, not much. My little 2-3 week writer's block is officially over. Pumping the music again. Boom. My next album is in full swing. I'm probably about 5 or 6 songs deep. Me and DZ have started another project. Is it going to be? We don't know if it's going to be Kings 2. I think we'll discuss that. Possibly Kings Volume 2 or something.
I recken Kings 2. I reckon that.
Kings 2.
As soon as I heard those beats, they reminded me of Kings. It sounds like fucking Kings.
So, boom, we're starting that. Other than that, man, and just working. The fucking looking at trading. The markets are absolutely throttling at the moment.
I've been swing trading,
which is crazy. So you got to kind of pick your moments with that. So that's fucking good. Works good. Silly season's almost upon us. I'm very keen for holiday time where I can just sit down and just kind of, just fucking relax and just have all day to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because like we're fucking pumping our asses here, but it's nice to just have that extra bit of time in the day.
Are you taking time off?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we closed for a couple of weeks. I think we did last year, but I'm not too sure what's happening this year. But I will find out soon enough anyway. Other than that, just fucking not much. What about you, T-Bems? How do you feel?
What have you been doing?
How do you feel sitting in that chair right now? Like, are you?
It's making a lot of noise, which is
squeaky chair.
No, it won't pick up on the mics. Okay. These mics, I said, these mics are very like condensed. That's why they're really fucking good.
I'm happy to be here. Happy to fact check you guys because you say a lot of dumb shit. Incorrect stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is not right. I just know that what Iggy's saying is so fucking false.
MDMA grows on trees, all right? Fuck, I'm telling you. Okay.
I'm keen to be here, keen to be a part of it.
Cool. Awesome. We can maybe, I don't know, keep your identity a secret and do like a face reveal in like 7 years time.
let's do that.
Patreon, like $100 a month. You can see T-Bem's face.
Let's do that.
You just have all the guys on live going like, "Oh, hey, she sounds hot. Show me a face."
Can she send a fart and a fucking thing yet? Or fucking
smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision fucking. If you're on Instagram, you'll see what T-Bems looks like. I'll post some photos and that. I want to share around all the new setup and stuff. But if you're not following on Instagram, then you won't see what she looks like.
So follow.
So maybe follow on Instagram if you want to be updated.
It's like 1,000 followers.
FriendlyFire.tj.
Friendly Fire tomorrow morning has 15,000 followers. As all those old ass dudes.
Yeah,
as well.
next episode, we're showing your feet.
Yeah. Donate and you can see the feet.
You see me donate.
Ding ding. All right, beautiful. That takes us to community corner, but we actually don't have any speak pipes today. So you guys are dropping the ball big time.
Got any Discord question?
Let me have a look. Gay Shaman Raz has disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't know what's happened.
He's on a vision quest.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to him. He's gone. We've lost Mega. I don't know where Mega is. Zexa's not on the train today. Obviously.
The commies in North Korea.
The commies moved because Trump won. He's gone to help Kim Jong-un fucking. And then only Discord question. Zexa says, would COVID have happened if Trump wasn't president? I was having a discussion with one of the boys at work. So one of the boys at work said the only reason he doesn't like Trump, so he still wanted Trump to win, but the only reason he didn't like Trump was because he was trying to say that apparently Trump was all for the vaccine. And then me and him were kind of having like a debate. And I was like, well, I feel like
he's a president.
You've got no choice.
Yeah.
Like every political leader was for the vaccine because in their eyes, it's the quicker we all get vaxxed, the quicker we get back to normal. But I don't know. And this guy's a switched on guy, so I'm not saying he's fucking wrong or he's lying.
No, Trump isn't. Yeah, Trump was he got vaccinated and stuff, and he was saying people should get vaccinated.
Yeah, and apparently he was very trying to push it. But that's what I said to him. I said, bro, like dude, I got told if I didn't get vaxxed, I was going to lose my job.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fine.
Same here.
And still to this day, I regret getting vaxxed. I wish I stuck to my guns. And because this bloke that I'm talking about, that we're having this discussion at work, he actually didn't get vaxxed.
Neither did I.
He put his foot down, but he lost his job and shit. So
I would have lost my job too.
Yeah. And I really admire that about him. And this guy's got kids. He's got a mortgage. And I said, bro, I'm like, how did you make that decision with all your expenses? And he goes, at the end of the day, I knew I was going to be all right.
What was he doing for work?
He was working at a warehouse, but he was a supervisor. So he was in a management role. So they wanted him to kind of be the shepherd to lead the way and get vax first. And he said, nah. And they thought he was bluffing. So they let him stay on until it got to the point where there was a deadline. And they said, dude, are you getting vaxxed? And then he's like, no. He's like, I'm not getting fucking vaxxed. He didn't do it. They got rid of him. And he turned out all right.
I was working at Coles at the time, right? So I was lucky essential work, right? They never mandated that you had to get vaccinated. They highly recommended it. So I never got vaxxed, but my missus was pregnant at the time, right? Ooh. And the only way, do you know what I did? I got other people's vaccination photo thing on you can draw over it.
Yeah,
I crossed out their name and put my name. Right, because when you go to places, you just had to flash them like that.
Yeah.
So to be allowed to watch the birth of my daughter, I had to.
Oh, that's
crazy.
Otherwise, I would have missed her C-section. I wouldn't have been allowed in because if you weren't vaccinated, you couldn't fucking see it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How crazy! That's so fucked up, man.
Yeah.
And now you look and everyone, it doesn't even matter. So how many people miss the birth of their child or something?
Or funerals.
Or funerals because they weren't fucking vaccinated.
Yeah,
it's a joke, man.
Yeah. We actually same topic we were talking about. He was telling me one of his good mates actually missed the birth of his child because he wasn't vaccinated and shit. Apparently, he was fighting them to get into the room, but they literally were tussling and shit in the hallway.
And it's crazy because
really he had a bender and just didn't get home till 5 a.m. and he's like,
excuse.
Babe.
But they weren't militant about it anywhere. Any place that said you had to be vaccinated, you literally just had to go, and they were like, yeah, all right.
So wait, all three of us except you got vaxxed in this room, yeah? We all got vaxxed. Yeah. You got told the whole job
I got
thing.
The Pfizer shot.
Did you get told if you weren't going to get vaxxed, you were losing your job?
Yeah.
T-Bems, you?
No, I work from home. I got it because we weren't allowed to go out to pubs and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Remember when they said...
Oh, that's crazy. I forget that.
Yeah, you couldn't go out anywhere.
Yeah, I can't believe that actually happened to us.
What a crazy time.
Well, I remember being on a boat, like a cruise.
For my birthday.
And the guy literally said no dancing. Yeah. And I'm like, hold up.
You're just like tapping your foot.
Does dancing promote COVID? Like, it's like a guy sitting down, like just introverted, and the COVID's like, oh, fuck this guy. As soon as some guy starts moving his shoulders.
Get him, man. Did Rose get vaxxed?
No. No, she's just very anti all that.
See, I wish I
probably gonna live.
We're not anti-vax, by the way. I'm not anti-vaccine. I mean, I'm anti that vaccine. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just the one that's got plucked out of nowhere.
Put out their ass, man.
T-Bems, can you please look up for us because again, I don't know if this is true, but I was seeing articles that apparently this was in Australian news as well, that now it was like 90% of people who are having heart problems are vaxxed. And I think that was just Oz, maybe. And again, it's fucking scary shit because we've all maybe possibly come off good, but we don't know, man. In like 5 years' time, you could all of a sudden, boom, you've got like a cancer somewhere, and it's like, I don't know, like it's scary shit. But then the other argument is everyone just goes, oh, well, you were going to get it anyway. But were you though?
Well, my mum recently had blood clots about a few months before, and then 2 weeks after the vax, she had 3 new ones pop up in her leg. and then she was like feeling sick and my sister being like, I thought over dramatic, but it turns out she was doing the right thing. She goes, no, I'm taking you to the hospital, and she just wanted to sleep. She said, no, I'll take you. And it turns out that if she didn't take her, it could have traveled to her or traveled to her heart even. You know what I mean? So, but you don't know. It's like because she's prone to blood clots. I'm like, it is a bit of a coincidence though. Like 2 weeks after the vaccine, it comes up again. But who knows?
What's up, FireCast? It's FriendlyFire here, owner of Tripjacker Mafia Records, and we're very proud to announce our new sponsorship with the Hydro Grip. They have a BPA-free bottle, and they have a magnet on top of the bottle, so you can film your sets at the gym for content, social media, if you run a podcast yourself. As you can see here, the phone's sitting very securely on top of this magnet. Very stable when it's full or empty. Super secure magnet, stays hot for 12 hours or cold for 24 hours. And 10% of all sales go to the Sydney's Children's Hospital, which we find super dope. So be sure to go over there and purchase yourself a bottle. And don't be shy to let them know that you're coming from the FireCast community so we can all spread the love. Thank you.
The first article that I looked at, it doesn't say that there's a large majority. It just says a small percentage of patients vaccinated may develop POTS, which is I don't know how to say that word, but it's a heart condition. That's just the first one that I've looked at. I'll keep looking, but a lot of them are government websites.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like all on this first page. It's all government.
So it's a bit biased.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I feel like I've read a lot about like a correlation between definitely the time of the vaccine and people getting like long-term health fucking effects.
Well, we can even ask Chloe for this one. So it was our dog groomer. Our dog groomer, right? So I don't take the 2 dachshunds there, but my sister-in-law takes all her 3 of her dogs to this same lady for years, right? This poor lady, she got the vax. Ever since she's got the vax, boom, heart problems. Like severe heart problems. Like she was hospitalized. She had to pause like dog grooming for like a whole year and shit.
Fucked up, man.
Full on heart problems. Like she's like palpitations. She's got to get heart monitors and shit. It's fucking sad. It's scary shit.
I have found this other article or this other document that says a small increased risk of myocarditis or pericarditis has been observed in people following vaccination with an mRNA, which is COVID vaccine, compared with unvaccinated people. The risk was higher with Moderna than Pfizer.
So Moderna was the one that was
the culprit.
Fucking everyone up.
It's been identified or mostly reported in males under 40 years of age. So you guys are all fucked.
So that's literally us.
So the thing is too that it's an mRNA vaccine, right? Which isn't how a typical normal vaccine works. That one is the one that actually alters your DNA or some shit, right? So that's what a lot of people had problem with, because it's like they're calling it a vaccine, but it's not really a vaccine. They're calling it a vaccine for the coincidence of that, you know, it
COVID.
You know, for the sake of simplicity, right? But it's technically not really how a vaccine works.
Because it's altering. It's not just fixing, it's altering.
Yeah, it fucks up your DNA somehow. It goes in your DNA and changes something in your DNA that makes you think that it's attacking the spike proteins in the fucking coronavirus or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, mRNA vaccine is a vaccine that uses a laboratory-created messenger to teach cells how to make a protein or a part of a protein. It then triggers an immune response without putting a weakened or inactive germ into the body.
Right, because a normal vaccine, they put a little bit of the actual disease or whatever into you.
To fight it.
But the mRNA is tricking you into thinking that it's attacking the disease when there's no disease there.
And we let them
Wait, is that true?
shit in us.
So a normal vaccine, do they just jab you with what you're sick with?
Yes.
From what I hear, a
little bit.
Yeah.
That's how your cells fight it.
It's like hair of the dog kind of thing.
Literally. But bro, the human body is miraculous, man. What it can do, like a lot of people believe that like the human body can literally heal itself from almost anything.
What's your thoughts on maybe Rose would like be more into this, but you know how people have like what are those the doctors that are like they're more
Holistic approach.
And they are naturopath like
naturopath,
like naturopath shit like that, like or like using organic stuff, right, medicine rather than like a natural medicine rather than pharmaceuticals.
Yep.
Obviously it's not as like severe in terms of like the recovery, like it's more obviously pharmaceuticals are way more stronger, but it's like I don't know, is Rose more of the thing where she doesn't want to pop this and that? She'd rather just have like a tea or a honey tea or this and that. That's like the slightest example, right?
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that? Are you just like, fuck it, drug me up with whatever? Or are you just more like, oh, I don't want to pop too much Voltaren or painkillers. I don't want to pop too much of this or what?
She's definitely holistic. Me too. I think God or what have you has put everything we possibly could need as humans on Earth already. Because you look at the shit that is already there, scientifically proven.
Yeah.
It's fucking bananas the shit that plants can do, man.
Yeah.
So I think there is a cure for everything somehow. You have to discover. It's like that chick we were talking about a couple episodes back, the Aussie chick who had the cancer, the breast cancer, and people were getting up her because she used holistic methods and cured herself.
Yeah.
And she went on the 60 Minutes and was talking about it, and everyone blew her up because they're like, you're going to kill people because they're not going to get fucking natural treatment and chemo and shit. It's like, man, if there's a better way to do it, because that shit is terrible.
I just wonder if it's more consistent than the pharmaceuticals. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if it worked for her, would it work for someone else 100%? Where like pharmaceuticals, it's like
everyone's body's different too,
so
people react differently. So it's like you have to, I don't know, weigh up your options.
And all she was doing was letting people know that like there is another way.
Just further to that, because that's a really interesting topic about how there's always a natural alternative. I watched this documentary the other day and it was talking about the Amazon rainforest and how, Joey, I think I told you about it, how one of the ingredients that's in Viagra is actually found in the Amazon rainforest. And there's an article that I just looked at that says 25% of all modern Western drugs are actually derived from rainforest plants. So,
bro, that's crazy.
You know what's fucking nuts about the Amazon? So you know ayahuasca, the shit they fit and they trip balls for days.
Wait, sorry. So some tribesman ate a mushroom and his cock got hard as, and he's gone.
And he set his teepee up around that plant, and he did not move. It's like all the gatherers are like, "Oh, did you see Phil's cock? He's been hard for 3 days."
This guy's walking into the village with a massive smile, bone from his nose. He's got a smile from fucking idiot. Sorry, dude. Keep going.
No, but I was just similar to that. Like the way they discovered like the ingredients in ayahuasca, right? It's like a mixture of 3 plants or something, right? And they don't do anything separately. The only way to make the effects
together.
To put them together.
That's crazy.
But there's tens of thousands of different types of plants in the Amazon. So 2,000 fucking years ago, how did these cunts figure that out? You know what I'm saying?
Trial and error, bro. Trial and error.
Everyone's eating just random berries. Old mate down the road from the hut down there carks it, and everyone goes, fuck, what did he eat? He ate that blackberry with the blue spots on it. Okay, boom. Everyone now knows not to touch the blackberry with the blue spots. Blackberry with the yellow spots, though, that's still fair game. So that's what cunts are doing, bro. So there is the sacrifices that humans did for us. A lot of people out there would have died from nuts and berries and shit.
Well, and then there's the Brazilian wandering spider that bites you. You get a stiffy for 2 days and 2 weeks, and then you die.
I'm like, you go to it with your arm out. You're like,
bite me.
Imagine that was Spider-Man story. Instead of like the whole Peter Parker, you just got really erect.
I think Tori can look this up. I think they actually use the venom from the Brazilian wandering spider for Viagra or something. Is that true?
The Brazilian wandering spider.
Yeah, because its venom gives you a stiffy.
Does the spider have a stiffy?
It's very ugly.
Ooh.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's a
nasty.
big spider.
So, yeah, it's ugly like a picture of an erect cock. So they have that. In common. It doesn't matter how your cock looks. If you send a hard dick pic, the receiver is never like,
wow.
Oh, it's like, oh god, it's like how Tori reacted to that spider. It's ugly.
Off the back of what DZ said, there's an article that says this spider's boner inducing venom could treat people that are let down by the blue pill. Scientists say a synthetic compound derived from Brazilian wandering spider venom could treat people with erectile dysfunction.
That's crazy.
Do you reckon the spider knows that it gives people hard-ons? So when it bites you, it's like, hey, I would say this is going to hurt, but...
So who was the first guy that got bit by this thing?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you know what? I've just been bit by a fucking spider, but I don't feel too bad. I think I might survive. But his dick just goes dunk.
Yeah. It's like the hot nurse girl comes to this. It's like, you got to suck the venom out of it. To get it down, it's the only way.
But it's extremely venomous. That's one of the most venomous spiders. That'll kill you.
Wait, so you die with a hard-on?
With a hard-on?
Yeah. I think it kills you in like 2 weeks or something.
Oh, so it gives you the stiff?
That's not the most venomous, bro.
No,
the most
is.
venomous,
It's in the top list, bro.
The most venomous kills you in minutes. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's snakes.
You know what's...
That's snakes.
I grew up my whole life thinking redback spiders and shit was so dangerous and everything. And
no, you can survive.
You get bit by them, you're just a
What
bit
happens?
sick.
What happens when you get bitten by a redback spider?
No, you can get fucked up, and they can kill
It's
children.
mostly for kids, yeah.
Yes, they can kill children. I'm pretty sure funnel webs.
Yeah, funnel webs
you
are
don't
bad.
want to get bit by a fucking funnel web.
Yeah, so the most venomous spider in the world is the Sydney funnel web spider.
There you fucking go. See?
Right on QA.
Yep.
It's not all incorrect.
Yep.
And the male Sydney funnel web spider's venom is lethal to humans at a potency of 0.2 milligrams per kilogram.
That's insane. So a fully grown. So if you, the big and they're big motherfuckers. I had a funnel web in the shed, and I was looking at this thing, and I was like, fuck it. I was like, god damn. And then like, thanks to fucking social media now, I feel I'm that guy now that instead of killing spiders, I try to relocate them. But I'm looking at this thing, bro, and he's a fat motherfucker, and I'm like, if this bites one of my dogs, it's game over. If it bites me, I'm fucked. But I'm like, fuck, I don't want to kill this thing because like they eats the insects and shit. And we're just kind of looking at each other, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna let you be. But that thing in the shed out there can fucking kill any one of us in like boom.
15 minutes. Within 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, having Tori here is great. This is fucking awesome.
Yes. Let us know how you guys liking the vibe.
Man.
This is great. So,
I feel like, most of the time, right, everything we've been saying, we've been pretty accurate, but minus a few.
Yeah.
Minus a lot.
Hold on. So,
we haven't been completely in the dark, right? Maybe the door was shut a little bit.
I got the funnel web thing right.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Right? Like, I feel like my knowledge is great. I'm like Donald Trump. I just say it in a silly way.
You just drag it out.
Yeah. The funnel web, beautiful funnel web. Like, we'll kill you. Like,
do we have any other questions?
no, that was it. So thank you, Zexer. So Zexer is the undisputed Discord king. But the rest of you have lacked with the speak pipes. Hopefully now we get more dudes sending speak pipes because we've got a whammon on the show. And like someone.
Can you ask T-Bems if he's got a funnel web?
You know, I did Instagram polls for your topic, and I got a lot of good responses, man. So you chose a fucking good Reddit.
All right.
So
That was Tori's choice, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I should have known.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the credit.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Reddit Corner.
All right, so we're here at Reddit Corner, and you guys can actually see what we're wearing on the camera now.
Yes. What's the topic, Joey?
Yeah, Joey, this is your topic. Read it out. Read out the topic, read out the things, and then we dive into the fucking...
Yeah.
The topic today is those who have traveled to the US. What is your biggest what the fuck America story?
Yeah, okay.
Now, I did put it on my Instagram. I didn't think many people have gone to the US, but apparently I was wrong because we got a lot of great responses. So thank you, everyone who sent something in. dz.tjm on Instagram if you want to reply to these stories. Let me get to my archive.
My bumblebee antennas are not antennering.
Yeah, no, they've lost life.
They're weathered.
They've lost. Get the wandering Brazilian spider to bite them. Oh no, you're too tall,
You're
bro.
too tall, man.
You're too tall.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever heard that.
You're gonna have to sit like a hunch.
I'm 6 foot, so
I said, if you've been to the USA, what was your biggest WTF moment? Wow, a lot of good responses here. Zexa says, haven't been, but members of my family have. Say weed is like fast food over there. Mm-hmm. Especially these days, you can get weed.
We've all been in this room, yeah? Did we?
No, Hawaii is the closest I've ever been.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I've never been to the
We didn't go to America together? Oh, no, that was Europe. Okay, sorry. I'm getting fucking confused.
Hawaii is America, but it's not really, is it?
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's a state.
It is, but I'm just saying, like, America, you need, like, New York, you need New York, Cali.
Okay, I thought we went together.
So Mum sent a couple good responses. She did a big trip in America. She says, in San Francisco, saw a guy on a corner sitting on a box talking to himself, sharpening a knife. So, but she also sent some other responses in my DMs.
Just in the open, eh?
Okay.
So
she
tense.
said, in New York, we saved a guy in a wheelchair from getting run over by a truck. He was sitting on the road in front of a big semi-truck which was idling, so clearly about to take off. We were waiting for the lights to change to cross the road and saw the truck moving, so we jumped and screamed and waved our hands for the driver to stop and managed to do it just in time. Then the wheelchair guy proceeded to swear at the truck driver as if it was his fault. This guy was literally just sitting in front of this truck's blind spot just chilling, and if it wasn't because we stopped the truck, this guy would have been splattered on the grill. And this was on the first day of our trip.
Oh, my God.
And then she also says, in Washington, D.C., walking towards the White House, about to cross the road when a black SUV just around the corner stops in the middle of the road. A guy jumps out with an AK-47 from the back. Car signals us to stop walking and to stay where we are. Signals to the other side for them to stop walking, stay where they are. And next minute, just sit there in front of the car holding the machine gun. Next thing we know, President, which was Trump at the time, entourage of vehicles drove down the side street towards the White House. As soon as they passed by, he put his gun back in the car, popped in and drove off and left us on the corner. So she got stopped by the fucking presidential, what's it called? The motorcade.
The Secret Service.
The motorcade. And then, okay, I'll go back to the...
So wait, does the Prime Minister in Australia have that much of an entourage?
No, I'm pretty sure he just like rides his bike and shit to Kirribilli House. I can't fucking notice.
Nah, you reckon he's got two guys with him at least?
He'd have some protection.
I don't know. Does he?
I don't know if because
At least 2 cars.
Oh,
okay, yeah. So even here, but it's more it's more for I don't know if he decides to.
Has any Australian Prime Minister been assassinated or attempted? I know Harold Holt disappeared in the ocean.
We learned about that in school.
Yeah, but
Wait, what? Harold Holt?
Yeah, the Prime Minister.
He went swimming and never come back.
Never came back. Yeah. People think there's conspiracies. He was like a Chinese spy and all this shit. And
he swam all the way back to China. A submarine picked him up. There's never been an assassination.
No, there's been an attempted assassination in 1966 on Arthur Calwell. But it wasn't successful, and that's the only one that's been recorded.
So we have our very own Donald Trump.
Yeah,
we're boring.
I mean, what was this guy doing that made an Aussie want to throw a fucking sandwich at him? Like, fuck this cat.
That's what we get. We get eggs thrown at the Prime Minister.
Or you get told to get off the lawn.
Get off the grass. And then Sunflower Creations Co. says, lived in New York and they chucked their garbage bags on the side of the road on Vin Day.
Yeah, they don't have what we have.
That's disgusting.
I did see recently that the New York Mayor or some shit introducing the bins that we have here, and everyone in the comments is like, "Bro, we've had this for fucking."
You mean the color coded bins?
I've got an idea. We're gonna put our rubbish in the bin.
You know why? Because of rats. They have a major rat problem.
Fucking oath,
and they're like, to combat the rats, we're gonna put the rubbish in the bins. Yeah. Like, come on,
those rats are so big. They're gonna work out how to open those bins and get access to that bin.
Oh, bro, the rats are just all walking on 2 feet.
Yeah,
they're radioactive.
Yeah, they're already hitting the kettle in your household, making themselves a cover.
Americans also have to pay for their own bins now.
Yeah, that's
going to be
crazy.
$53.01.
That country's
53 like a year.
No, every time you need a new bin.
Huh?
So I assume it means if they're ruined or
damaged,
destroyed.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
One-off payment.
We just get them
Delivered.
Yeah.
Like no one's ever stoked to get to like the bin to come. Like if you bought a bin, usually if you shop on Amazon, you're waiting for someone to come. Imagine if you had to buy your own bin. And then
my bin's here.
Yeah. Oh, like, what the fuck?
Then the commie, Jezza, says, can't get in, I'm a felon. That's why he's going back to fucking North Korea.
Yeah.
Can't get into America. Mr. Meagley says, seeing a homeless guy melt into the sidewalk. Ask Iggy.
Was he off his face? Off his guts on the sidewalk?
Crackhead.
Bro.
Where was this? Cali?
No, we're in LA. Bro. And
Is that Cali?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. We're walking down the fucking Los Angeles, bro, and this fucking cunt, bro. Me and the boys are walking, right? And then we're all there. We're gonna go get some food and some weed and shit. And like simultaneously, we're walking past this street, and we looked, and bro, all of us at the same time started cracking up. We shouldn't have been laughing, but this poor fucker, bro, he looked like a cartoon. You know when a cartoon melts and it's just their eyeballs like on the sidewalk? That's what this poor guy looked like, bro. He was like, he was literally turning into tar. Like melting into the asphalt, and we're all like laughing, but we're trying to we're like, fuck, do we go help this cunt? And we're like, nah, man, this is not his first rodeo.
Yeah, he's probably having the time of his life.
He's going, oh, but in his head, he's going, yeah, and fuck, we were laughing, bro. Like, yeah, he was in a bad way, bad way, bro.
Hopefully, I wonder what he's doing now.
That was like I seen this guy on TikTok. He was walking through the streets of Philly. And
I've seen this guy.
And there was people like the caption was, "I'm not sure who's dead or who's alive."
It's so sad.
And there's people shooting up, or like one guy was face down like this, on the pavement. He goes, "Oh, yo, bro, you good?" And he turned him, and he's like vomit all over his face. Like this is broad daylight, bro. Like, and he's just kind of not making it obvious, but like, say if you were a junkie in front of me, he'd hold up his phone, but not aim it directly at you, but it'd get you walking towards him, just so you can see the people there. Yeah. So sketchy, man.
And you know what's fucked up? Since you've seen that video, like 30% of those people in that video are probably dead now.
Yeah.
Which is fucking sad. We've got two more of these. Imagine the rapper, shout out to you, bro. He says, I saw a guy taking a dump right out the front of a Kmart on the sidewalk in LA.
Wow.
And then, see, they tout America like it's the greatest country in the world, the best, we're the best. And you don't see this shit in Australia, man. You just don't.
I mean, you do see junkies on the side of the road, but it's less in your face.
I feel like our junkies are high functioning. You can talk to them and shit.
And also, they have the audacity to put themselves in a sleeping bag and they mung out facing the wall.
Yeah.
And they don't really... Yeah. All you see is them in the blankets. You don't see... I've never seen anyone just like...
They got etiquette.
Etiquette. Yeah.
And then last one, Chloe says, getting screamed at by a taxi driver for not tipping him after him being overly nice and friendly the whole car ride prior. Before we knew we had to tip everywhere over there.
Yep.
And the taxi drivers, from what I've seen, the only time when we went to Florida when we were young, I remember when we first got there, these motherfuckers are driving like fucking,
they're late for something,
bro. Like the fucking car's on fire or something. These cunts are fucking crazy. I remember shitting myself. I was scared. I was young, man. I'm shitting myself in the back of this fucking Yanks car, man. It's a wild place, bro.
Can I also just add that in 2024, the US ranked 132nd out of 163 countries in the Global Peace Index. 132nd out of 163.
Australia's probably number 8 or something up there, right? We're pretty good.
Wait, for what?
For like, as in
Peace.
the peace index, as in like
how safe.
Peaceful would be 1. That'd be like Sweden. Would be like,
shit.
Would be like,
Yeah, what's Oz?
We're usually towards the top.
I reckon Sweden would be up there.
Yeah, Finland and shit.
And all that stuff.
Denmark, yep, those Nordic countries.
Yeah, indicates Iceland, Austria, New Zealand, Singapore, Switzerland, Slovenia, and Malaysia are the most peaceful countries. I'm just checking to see where Australia falls.
New Zealand. How come they fucking come here and fucking fight every cunt and shit?
Yeah, maybe it's because we use the word cunt so like blasé. They think that like we're just abusing each other. Yeah. So they're like, yeah, these guys aren't peaceful.
They're not peaceful. Yeah.
Australia's number 19.
Yeah, we take that. Top 20.
Pretty,
top 20.
good.
Top 20.
Yeah.
What's the first Reddit story you got, my friend?
Give me one of them babies after 2.
The first one's a little one. As a Texan, a group of people. So this guy, he lives there. As a Texan, a group of people with their hands on their holsters would make me extremely nervous. It's something to carry or even open carry, but acting like you might draw that gun is another thing completely. So people are in like Texas, just like not just like having the gun.
They're holding it. That's on their hands.
But they're holding the handle. Like it's like a seat, like an arm of a chair.
My first one is how they sell booze in the gas stations, and the gas attendant literally asked me, "Need a 6-pack for the road?" And he was being totally serious. If I'm drinking, I'm driving. So,
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's a joke. Oh. But so he's just implying that but I thought over there, you can't, even over there, they're very against that shit as well, drinking and driving.
Yeah.
But
I
apparently,
just don't think they patrol it as much in terms of RBT.
Really?
Oh yeah, do they even do RBTs?
Yeah, they do.
They do?
I went down this rabbit hole not long ago. I was looking up the legal alcohol limit in the BAC in different countries. It depends what state. But Japan has 0.3, which is one of the lowest.
Oh shit! And where's 0.05?
0.05. A lot of countries have 0.05. Yeah, Japan was 0.03.
Us Aussies were definitely not having copping 0.03. Yeah. They were just nah, fuck that.
So in the States, they actually don't do RBTs. However, every police officer does have the ability and can carry a breathalyzer.
Right.
So there's no RBT setup, but
they can do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They just slam you on your forehead when you get out of the car. That's their kind of...
They just arrest you straight away.
I've seen recently on TikTok, actually, did you see that cop that basically body slammed a 70-year-old Asian man?
Oh,
bro. And then you see the chest cam, and the guy, fair enough, the Asian guy, when I say arced up, as much as a 70-year-old Asian guy can arc up. He's literally just gone... He wasn't happy with what the cop said, whatever he said, and he just went no, and then he goes,
the cop fucked him up,
and he fucked him up and he fucked him up so bad when he hit the deck. All you hear is the cop go, "Yeah, I'm gonna call an ambulance." So he had to. His arms looked like it snapped. You know what I mean? He's some frail old Asian dude. See that I can kind of empathize with cops that have had bad days. They've seen some shit, but I do not. There's no excuse for that situation happening. Even if you are carrying with you some anger, how could a 70-year-old Asian man
make you want to body slam him? Yeah, if that was me, I'd just be laughing if he's going off and be like, "What's this motherfucker saying?" You know what I mean? But this guy actually gets angry and fucks him up.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the cop where he pulls over a chick or something, and then she's flirting with him or whatever, and he gets in the back seat with her, and then they lock themselves in the back seat, and he has to call another cop.
Why do you get in the back seat?
Because to get with the chick, right?
Oh my god!
And then the other cop had to come and open the back seat for her, and he full turns off his body cam and shit too. It's seedy as, bro.
Oh my god! What a dirty.
She was junky as too. She was feral.
He acts like when his mate comes and picks him up, he's like, "Oh, she locked me in here."
Yeah, it's so awkward. But he opens the door and he quickly jumps out and shit. It's fuck.
My nephew from Hong Kong visited the US. When the family went to Target to buy something, my 6-year-old nephew looked that stunned when he saw a lot of black people. He shouted to his dad, "Hey, daddy, there's so many African people here." My dad got so embarrassed and told him to shut the fuck up. As a little Asian kid. Yeah. Can't blame him.
This person says, "So I've been living in the States for 3 years now, originally from England. I turned to my coworker one day and asked, 'Can I borrow a rubber?' She proceeds to do a double take and said, 'What?' I asked again and told her it was to rub the mistake I made with a sketch I was working on. She proceeds to burst out laughing and explains to me what a rubber really means. I should have said eraser."
Oh, like a condom.
Rubber.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of that sort of thing I saw.
Me paying at a gas station. Attendant hears I have an accent, smiles at me. "You speak English so well." "Thanks, although I should do. I'm from England." Cue confused look. "Wait, they speak English there?" Her colleague stared at her with an open mouth of disbelief, and it broke out laughing with all the other customers. She looked mortified. To be fair, I felt terrible for her. She was only trying to be friendly to a foreigner.
God.
That's pretty crazy, right?
On that note, this person says, "While in Florida, we went through a drive-thru and the lady couldn't understand what I was ordering. Regardless of how slowly and carefully I spoke up, I decided to go inside instead, where the lady behind the counter couldn't understand me either. I am a Northern Brit, but not too broad of an accent. My little sister had to put on her Florida accent to order for us. The manager, who eventually took the order, said she was sorry as the staff were only used to normal English." How dumb are these fucking motherfuckers, man? It's called English. England. Yeah. England. It comes from fucking England, bro.
Yeah, my God. This is a nice simple one. How in Texas at 7 p.m. the sun is still up. Well, it's Australia right now, about to be 7 p.m. and we're still pumping. So these guys are idiots.
Yeah.
These guys are literally idiots.
Yeah.
Like
Daylight savings.
everything that's normal around the world, they're like, oh my God. Like, fucking hell.
Well, I hadn't even arrived into the US yet, but in the plane, as a foreigner, you have to fill a paper to enter the country with various questions, among which was, did you come to murder the President of the United States? What the fuck, America? Hey, it's so blatant.
Yes.
Like,
At least it's
what's
obvious,
going
at
like?
least being honest, like-
There's an honest criminal out there that's going, yes.
Yes, that's what I am. I am here for. Fucking hell. I got another one. This one would be fucking weird. Seeing instruction signs on what to do in the event of a shooting. Casually right next to the fire exit sign.
Wow.
How sad.
That's
Crazy that's a sign now. That's so often happened.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey,
Yeah.
if you hear bullets, run this way.
It's terrible. I got none left.
Yeah, me either.
I got, I think, 2 more. This one's funny. I was born here in 1999. Still a big what the fuck since. And this is one similar to what Chloe said. Tipping the waiters or waitresses at restaurants and diners, bars, etc. Where I come from, tipping is optional since the service charge is included in the price of the meal. It's up to you if you want to leave a tip or not. And that's only if you are satisfied with the food or service. Weird how in the US you are expected to leave a tip with the additional amount of the bill.
And they don't include the tax in the price. So
Yes.
they'll say something's $13, but it's really $17. And you're
That's
like,
so
what the
fucked
fuck? But they trick you like that. Crazy, eh? 'Cause we went to Denny's in Hawaii, and I see this one girl working at Red Lobster and Denny's. And this was when they were striking in Hawaii because unfair pay. So they're in the street striking. But I see this one girl just going to and from Denny's, Red Lobster. Because we're at Denny's one night, seeing her, Red Lobster, seeing her.
Wow.
And yeah, they just what was I fucking talking about?
Tips.
Tips. And as soon as if you don't tip, they look at you sideways and you feel bad. The food might be good, right? But we're just not used to doing that here. Even if you do get good food, it's usually that expensive nowadays. Where you're like, fuck
I ain't
your
tipping
tip.
no one
I'm
shit,
not tipping.
bro.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
one.
no
one
But
tips,
they really
ever.
get angry when it's like a personal attack on them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They
Like
live
you-
off their tips, man. They get taxed on their tips.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they get taxed on the tips. That's what, one of the things Trump was promising to do. But
Yeah.
like, that's a fucking joke, man. Like they live off the tips. They get paid like fucking what, $12 an hour?
$12 an hour.
Like,
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, we had an issue in America. We went to
I was just saying, it's like you're saying that how the tips, how you guys are getting angry
Yes.
about they had the tip. I'm saying like it's like when foreigners come and they don't assimilate and people get pissed off. That's
Yeah.
you cunts in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like these
Yeah.
fucking fuckwits are just
Yeah.
it's just how they do it over there.
yeah.
Can I also just add, the federal minimum wage in the United States is $7.25.
$7.
Yeah,
Even-
and
how is it not a poverty-ridden country? Well, it is.
It is.
yeah,
Bro, I've seen these.
But it's not. But it is. But isn't though. Like there's extreme wealth and then there's poverty. But like I wouldn't say it's a third world country. But $7 an hour feels like third world poverty. Actually, third world poverty is no money.
and in terms of tips, employers can pay tipped employees a minimum of $2.13 per hour. So that means if they're only required to pay them $2.13 per hour of their own tips.
See, now
That
you
makes
know.
sense.
Now you know why they're so salty when you don't tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that too. Actually, that some places the business actually takes a percentage of the tips, which is
That's crazy,
That's
man.
fucking crazy.
Because it's that person that's doing the job, whether it's
Yeah.
waitressing, waitering, whatever.
Have you seen these videos of this cunt on TikTok who works at the petrol station and he fucks with all the? It's like deep in the ghetto of Chicago. And the
Yeah,
people-
and he's like,
He
hey, boo boo.
Yeah,
And they go
fuck-
nuts.
He
I like
gives
your
it-
dreads, baby.
He gives them a pink lighter and they all flip out. He was doing these videos when the election was going on, saying that he's voting for Kamala Harris, and they all hate Kamala Harris, bro, in the ghetto. It's like the media will have you think that like she was all for black people and shit, and they're like, no, we don't like that Indian bitch, man. We ain't giving
My last one. Seeing a kid eating a turkey leg at Disney World. It was bigger than his head.
Yeah.
He was just munching on a good old
What
turkey.
is a turkey
Turkey
leg?
ass.
It's they have it at
Like
the Easter
chicken
show.
drumstick?
They have it at the Easter show. It's a turkey. It's just a chicken drumstick, but a turkey leg. So it's the same exact thing. But
That sounds good.
I used to always get it at the Easter show. Fresh lemonade that costs probably
And a turkey leg.
$12 for a fucking
That's a joke.
thing. But then turkey leg, just big turkey leg. They wrap the base in foil so you don't get greasy, dirty hands. You still do somehow, but just tear into that turkey leg.
That's disgusting.
Like a barbarian.
That's already disgusting.
You don't like the turkey leg?
Nah. Nah. Just give me fucking chicken.
Yeah, Tori doesn't really like meat off the bone, do you? Like, if we have chicken, you'd rather like just chicken breast rather than like something that has
like chicken tenders
or something.
Something that's not on the bone. I don't like having. I hate ribs.
Really?
I don't like them. I hate like
Satan.
picking something up and having to.
You're
I
fine.
don't like it.
We've got an opening. Must have nice feet to sell. You don't like ribs off the bone.
That's
That is
crazy.
insanity.
No.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite dish.
No.
Other than lamb off the bone.
Oh, I don't mind lamb off the bone, but that's because it's easy when it
Falls off.
Yeah, when it's done
just
really well. Yeah.
You don't like gnawing at
No,
the...
I hate that. When Joey
See,
picks up...
I get the bone and I make it look like, that
hate
scene
it.
in Lion King, how the hyenas are chasing him through that the elephant, the boneyard, and I'm literally like I get the I bite the cartilage off, I gnaw at it.
So disgusting. I think this man is starving.
Well, we were at Copacabana with our group, right? And Lydia, this was early days of me and Tori, right? And
This was in 2019 when we first met.
so I'd have a few run-ins with Lydia at parties, and nice girl, whatever. And then I haven't really we haven't really talked like that before. Yeah. And then I was eating these chicken wings, and the way I was attacking them, right? I was like this. I was biting, gnawing off the cartilage as this, and then Lydia goes, "Oh, Joey, you dirty little cunt," because she's seen me eat it. But the way she said it, she literally said it like that. She's like, "Joey, you dirty little cunt." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I'm like,
"Dirty little cunt."
She was so aggro.
And you
funny.
still got with the man after you seen him.
Yep.
Yeah, couldn't turn me away.
Yep.
We can look past that though.
Yeah.
We can look past that.
This guy's eating like a king at home, eh? Like you're feeding him berries and shit. Fucking shit off the bone like a Viking, eh? This cunt.
She's just got a chicken fillets.
Fuck it up. Pass me your stiffless things, please.
Oh yeah.
That does us for another very good topic, Joey K.
It's your topic next week.
Yeah, we do need to upgrade. Can you get those cigar vapes again, please?
I've tried looking for them.
Oh, you can't find them?
They're fucking banned here, bro. I can't import that shit no more.
Vape cigar. Fuck, man. I feel like that'd be so good.
Yeah, I've been looking for them, man.
We've got to turn this fucking room into a fucking
I'm sure we can get one somewhere.
We'll find one. So that brings us to my favourite segment of the night. All right. So
That is such a great intro. I love that intro. Every time.
This is great because now officially we're bringing you the news because we can fact check it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the news.
This is the
corner.
news corner. The new news corner.
And the segment you could actually trust.
Yeah. We can now trust everything we say. MDMA does grow on trees. I do I stand by that. Let me kick this one off. Did you guys see? I think it was North Carolina. Might have to double check. 43 lab monkeys escaped.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck?
I didn't see anything in the videos you sent me, though. I didn't see anything in the videos.
They've escaped, right? But apparently, don't panic because these monkeys weren't like disease riddled and shit. They were only like young monkeys, so they can't carry any diseases and shit.
It's like 28 days later.
Yeah, but now the problem is, trying to catch these motherfuckers. Where was it, T-Bems, that they escaped?
Yeah, it was South Carolina.
South Carolina.
It's like a Planet of the Apes story.
There was an employee who failed to properly secure the door to the enclosure.
Fucking hell.
It's also not the first time something like this has happened at the exact same place. In 2018, the US Department of Agriculture fined the facility $12,000 for other incidences where monkeys had escaped.
Bro, they need to shut that place down, bro.
Well, I need to get the workers to stop smoking weed or something.
It's time to pack up shop, bro.
Wow.
That's literally the plot of 28 days later. Like, how fucked up.
And Planet of the Apes.
I know the apes is the same thing, yep.
Oh, yeah, monkey escapes.
escaped,
Yeah.
Caesar escapes and leads them on the charge. So, and
Wow.
the videos is crazy too because these poor things, like they're running. And that's what the guy filming the video is like, fuck, these guys are going to have a field day because it's the first time they're seeing trees and shit. So these motherfuckers are climbing and shit. You won't
It's
be able
kind
to
of
catch
like
them.
it's kind of sad if they catch them all. You kind of want them to just run free.
What's the update? Have they caught any of the monkeys?
I don't think so. But personally, if I'm Trump, bro, let him be.
Let the monkeys.
Let him be. Bro, it's fair game. You fucked up. You didn't lock the gate.
I don't think he's dealing with any issues of that magnitude at all.
If I was Trump, though.
I don't think you can have monkeys running through the fucking suburbs.
You gotta free the monkeys.
The beautiful monkeys. Bro, just let him be, bro. Like, you fucked up.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, you can't let him have that taste of freedom now, and then you're gonna take him back. Come on,
Take them to a sanctuary or something.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It says as of yesterday, 30 of them had been captured. The rest of them are still.
There's still 10 on the loose, bro.
How they capture them with traps and shit or tranquilizers?
Nets or something.
Yeah.
That's sad, man. Come on.
Bro,
Come
that's
on.
going to be like a fever dream to these monkeys
But
when they're
then-
back in the enclosure. They're like, what the fuck just happened?
Would they have to like when you see the monkeys? Surely, like there's not that many monkeys in that area. So, like if you see a monkey, can you confidently say that's the one from the lab?
No, apparently they were reportedly jumping back and forth over the property's fence themselves.
Yeah.
They-
So yeah.
Oh, because that's what they get fed.
Comfort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so sad, man. See,
They like it there.
yeah, but
That's all they
They,
know.
I know.
man, I don't know,
I mean,
man.
look at the building.
Yeah, it does look like
Bro,
fucking
that looks like a
Silverwater
Russian fucking prison, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That looks like fucking Thailand, bro.
Well, it's a research and breeding facility. It's not a sanctuary or anything.
Yeah, so they don't get treated right. They're not like
Bro, they're probably hocked up on fucking steroids and fucking hormones and
Yeah.
they're fucking testing these cunts and
They
making
get
them
that.
breathe.
They get that.
that's
That
sad,
Brazilian
man.
spider's biting all the monkeys, so they're all rock hard in there.
Viagra testing facility.
I thought we were done with the whole lab
Testing
monkey
on
thing.
monkeys?
It's
Well,
2024.
No.
Don't they
man.
test on rats, monkeys, everything,
Yeah.
right?
Anything they get their fucking
But you
hands on.
forget that you forget that they have whole facilities dedicated because you don't realize the scale as to what they're testing. Perfumes.
I don't like it, man.
Yeah, it's fucked.
I don't like it, bro. I draw the line there when it comes to animals, man. That's like my draw the line, bro.
Unfortunately,
Like-
though, like what else would you test it on that's worth more than a human life? Like, because of
bro, it's 20.
it's like a hierarchy.
They
Surely-
have to test on something.
Yeah.
Surely by now they can get little bits of DNA, human DNA and molecules and shit from a live human that you don't hurt the human and you just do the test on the actual cells and shit. Come on.
Pay
Well,
me,
I
the,
think they
mate,
do
pay,
do
me,
that.
pay me the right amount of money and
I'll donate some cells. Like fucking hell.
I'll donate some sperm cells.
Yeah.
Did you-
I want to do the wandering spider test.
Do you remember the black balls I was telling you about that washed up on the beach and they shut the beach down? And
I seen that after. I
I
seen that after you said it.
Well, they discovered that they're not from an oil spill and they're a mix of drugs, cooking oil, garbage, and human poo.
Oh.
So it's not
So unlucky
actually,
bastard whoever picked that up and went, "What's this?"
Yeah, so Tori can give us
Yum.
a scoop here, but
That's-
yes, they've confirmed it wasn't really an oil spill.
Is this in Sydney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows traces of human feces, methamphetamine, and PFAS. And this is what it looks like.
Imagine
It
you got your
literally looks like
MDMA cut
looks
with
like a-
shit.
It looks like
That is disgusting.
Hey,
looks like a
it's
cookie.
pure. It's only cut with a bit of shit, but it literally looks like something
cookie.
from Messina or something.
Yeah.
the gelato place.
From Messina.
This
Yeah.
is the chocolate caramel.
So everyone was pretty confident it was an oil spill.
Yeah, well,
it's
I mean,
just human shit.
But it does make sense. Like, no one's saying that's MDMA and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like they have all the oil rigs out there. You're like, surely.
But how did they coagulate like that? Like
yeah.
what made them?
yeah, unless it's just like a bunch of coked up dudes like scat poos and they're
Shit.
just shitting themselves into the ocean and it's just formulating into that's fucking fucked.
Does it say how they formed? Do they know?
No, it just says that it comes from domestic waste.
Does it say what drug it's mixed with?
Well, methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, what a okay.
Cooking oil, poo,
Yeah.
methamphetamine.
God, of all the pollution in the ocean, I didn't think I'd see that combo
Yeah,
rock up to our beaches.
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Well, so there you go. Stay away from the beaches, people.
And don't eat the mysterious cookie that you find in the beach.
The brownies.
Or heard I do. What did I just say?
I heard I
Cut
do.
that, cut that out. Cut that out. Beep. Sunita Williams, along with astronaut Barry Wilmore, was initially scheduled for an 8-day mission aboard the ISS. They left Earth on this mission on the 5th of June, 2024. However, technical malfunctions with their Boeing Starliner delayed their return, leaving them stranded in space, stationed on the International Space Station for over 5 months now. So that's equivalent to over
Oh, these are-
150 for 2 days.
The
You would've-
fuckers, they're still up there.
You're
right?
still up there, so
Yeah.
you would have heard about this story, right?
Yep.
So, do you know how? Do you know what malfunction? So, the vehicle encountered 2 separate issues: one with a set of thrusters, and the other involving helium leaks in its propulsion system. Either could have affected the Starliner's ability to carry Wilmore and Williams back to Earth. Sunny Williams recently broke her silence in regards to people making comments about her rapid weight loss since she's been stranded up there.
Yeah.
She said, though, that she is the exact same weight that she was when she first boarded the Starliner.
Oh.
They weigh themselves using a spring mass dampener. But it just it begs the question, how does being stranded up there affect your body? Like, you can't get your steps in. There's no gravity, right?
Yes, they've got to do weights and shit.
They do
don't
exercise.
Yeah.
So she did look pretty
the photo
strung out at one point, right?
Voldemort.
Yeah, but it's just like, at what point, how long can you live up there? Surely, I know they got. Is it more of a resource thing? Like, if they had resources,
so the resources aren't the problem, because there's Russian cosmonauts and shit up there too all the time. It's not just them two. So they got supplies,
but not that. But usually not for that long. Like they're kind of expecting maybe 8 months, if maybe even more.
People stay the longest. What's the longest, Tori? The longest person who stayed in space in one go? I think it's like 2 years.
437 days.
430.
A Russian astronaut. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Another Russian astronaut has spent over 803 days, but that was across 6 flights. So one consecutive time is 437 days.
He's just drinking vodka up there and he eats.
And
these nuts.
These two that are stranded there, they've been up there for how long now?
Since the 5th of June, they left.
Yeah. So
just over 5 months.
So I think they went up in Boeing, right?
Yeah.
And then SpaceX is going to save them next year. So I think that's what I read.
But how do they? It's so crazy because they're trying to figure out a solution from Earth.
Yeah.
Do you know how insane that is? You have people at the International Space Station, and you're like, "Yeah, we got you. 1 sec, we're just hatching a plan all the way."
See you in 10 months. Yeah,
I think a lot of it is semantics and red tape and stuff, because like I said, there is stuff going up there and down all the time. But you know what government agencies and shit is like? It's like they have to do it on a certain liner. They have to figure out this and that. So like, I feel like if it was a super emergency, they could have brought these cunts back by now. Like, there's shit going up there all the time.
Well, it's the stuff that's been going up there has been by SpaceX from Elon Musk. So he's been the one that's been sending stuff up there.
For them?
Yeah.
So suppliers and resources.
I think so, yeah.
So if they can send that up,
why can't they just?
Is it just because
bring
their
them back?
Starliner, there's that leak, that helium leak for the propulsion systems, and there's the thrusters. So it's clearly a malfunction on their aircraft? Their spacecraft?
From what I understand, they went up in the Starliner and it docked, right? And that thing that docked was the problem. I'm pretty sure they already brought that back with no one in it, with no problems. And then I don't know why they don't bring them back sooner, but like I said, it's probably just red tape and shit. SpaceX is going to go retrieve them next year. But I don't know why they've said. I don't know.
Go
why
now.
NASA ruled out bringing back 2 astronauts aboard Boeing's Starliner capsule because of lingering concerns about multiple helium leaks and degraded thrusters.
Yeah, so it's on their end. They're worried that they can't.
The machine itself can't bring him back. Yeah. Okay, so they've got to send something to dock, boom, do the transfer.
Yeah.
Different.
But the interviews with both of them, right? Like, they're so chill and laid back. Like, it's like, this isn't their first rodeo. Like,
get me out of here.
She's so happy to be there. Like, because you got to love that shit. If you're in a spacecraft, you are a full space head. Like, you are literally like in love with space, this and that, like very in tune with like what's out there. And they're both so relaxed. I feel like I would freak out after a while.
I would be freaking the fuck out. Bro, get me down. Get me down right now.
And it's so funny, her hair, because she's doing the interview, there's no gravity, her hair's all like this, like Medusa.
Medusa's hair.
It's just like...
I mean, well, that's what they're trained to do, man. They love it. They want to
Does that mean if you were naked, would your dick, like, not hang?
It'd fly up.
Like, would your dick just go out and look like a chicken drumstick? With it?
I guess it would.
Like, isn't that weird? It's like, where's the Brazilian monkey? Where's the Brazilian spider?
It does the Brazilian monkey. Where is it? It does the opposite effect.
Did you see? Saw this just today. A couple in Adelaide find a koala asleep in their bed. So that woman came home from work at 12:30 a.m. to find a koala asleep in their bed, and their dachshund was asleep just meters away.
Yeah, that sausage dog.
Did you see the photos of this thing? Look at the koala.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I just see it. Mate,
only in Australia, man.
They don't have chlamydia though?
Yeah, they're feral, bro.
They've got heaps of STDs and shit.
Yeah, they'll kill you.
And they're vicious fuckers too. They're only awake for like 1 hour of the day, but they'll fuck you up in that 1 hour.
I like how it went on the bed. Like, it was asleep on the bed.
I just love how the sausage dog, if that was my sausages, fuck, that someone's leaving in
I feel like it'd be a dog. I feel like koalas can arc up.
If the koala grabs a hold of Daisy, it'll probably rip her apart.
I think Daisy would give it a good crack.
Oh no,
man.
Daisy will give her a crack, bro. Yeah. I've seen Daisy go at fucking Jack Russells and shit.
But koalas look so scary when they go off and they make that god awful noise. Yeah.
They piss on you too and shit.
Can you
slinging piss?
Can you catch chlamydia from them? Unless they only through sex, right?
Unless you fuck it.
I think if they scratch you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think you can.
So chlamydia is.
But then they have it in the the Femmerdale farm or whatever you're handling koalas. Surely that you can't.
You're unable to catch chlamydia from holding or touching a koala, as the species which infects koalas is different from the species which infects humans.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense because people were holding koalas, and I'm like, hey, get away from those. But
Yeah, okay. That's disgusting.
It's the most sad when you see them in where there's bushfires and you see them crossing the road and they're full tatted up and shit,
Again, I hate that shit. I hate seeing animals like that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, bro. It's fuck, man.
We're so desensitized to seeing humans when they're in strife, but then when you see animals, you're like, oh.
Yeah. I've got one for you. Have you guys heard of the holy water at the Indian temple? Now, this is my problem with religion, right? So Aussie slang, send us a speak pipe because I know you're big into your religion, right? How do you stop this, right? Because I feel like with religion, especially in other countries, they fucking radicalize it so much, right? So in India, at this temple, right? The walls are leaking holy water. So everyone's freaking out. Oh, it's fucking whoever their God is. It's God. He's fucking, sending us messages and shit. So people are lining up, right? And they're drinking the water, splashing it on their heads, splashing it on babies' heads and shit. Turns out it was just the AC leaking.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. And the video, you see these motherfuckers, they're going
they're drinking it?
They're drinking it and shit. They're drinking it. But
how can you be so gullible?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's why with religion, it's all common sense flies out the window. It's it's just so much of what it's I'll go to the temple and then the wind blows a bit hard. I'm like, oh, it's a sign. It's a sign.
It's the Holy Spirit.
Why? You know what? Why is it? So Aussie slang would be great to answer this. Is it has to be a psychological thing, right? It's something in the brain is trying to comfort me. So I'm looking for answers in things that I believe, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
So I go to the temple. It's leaking this fucking green water, but it must be from God. I'm going to drink it. Turns out it's
AC condensation.
It's the AC condensation, and I'm probably now crook as fuck because I've been drinking this shit.
And first of all, if that was green holy water, is the sussest holy water there is. You know what I mean?
That's Satan water.
If there was holy water, it's clear.
Not green, yeah.
It's clear. That shit reminds me of Ghostbusters or something, green liquid and shit.
But you can see, there's a line. It's wrapping around. Look at that. You can see there, Joey.
Oh, wow.
They're licking the walls and shit.
But look, in their defense, it's funny how it leaked right over that little faucet thing.
It doesn't look like a normal, it's not our typical AC unit.
Yeah.
So it does kind of look like it's coming.
From a holy relic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Joey,
is that the aircon?
I think, Joey, you could be
Fooled.
convinced.
Hey, I'd be up there first.
With a turban and a dot on his head. He's like, yes.
Tori's shaking her head in the back.
I think you'd fall for it.
Yeah, maybe. If the aircon looked like that, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's not the aircon. That's just where the condensation comes from.
Oh.
Or
I think it's a case of also monkey see, monkey do. Kind of the first cunt goes up there, he's like, this is holy water. Then everyone else sees him. He's like, oh, this guy licking the wall.
Maybe,
he's like,
maybe I'd go up, right? And I'd act all I don't believe this, but I'd be like, oh. And I'd just go,
well,
this is bullshit.
Yeah, but just in case.
I think, DZ, what you just said is really good. I think about even when it was COVID, right? And everybody was going rampant, stealing all of the toilet paper from the shops. As soon as you see a small group of people doing something, even queuing up for something.
Nature.
It's human nature to go, what is that? Even traffic, right?
Yeah.
You stop, you see an accident on the side of the road and one person stops, so every person stops because you want to follow along.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely what's happened here. One person to do it, then you'd see a queue of people and you're like, well, I might as well do it too.
Yeah. How fucked up is that when you're in traffic, right? There's traffic for fucking kilometers, right? And you all of a sudden it just goes,
yeah, I know.
There's nothing.
I know.
There's just one person stops and everyone stops and
right.
Yeah, one time I was on the M4 and I was in so much traffic, and there wasn't even like, usually there's like not an ambulance, but like a traffic kind of like control van thing. There was nothing. It was just like nothing. I went, did I miss it? Like, yeah. But then again, I say I hate people that gawk and slow down, but then I gawk and slow down because I'm like, what's happening here? But it's just like, if I'm going to see something, and I know this sounds bad, but if I'm
let it be good.
Yeah, if I'm stuck in 2 hours of traffic, I don't want to see blood.
Upside down.
I want to see flipped upside down. Maybe the fire is gone.
Maybe a lab monkey running across.
Yeah. And I'm like, what can I do to help? I rip off my shirt.
Superman.
Like, what can I do to help? And the guy's
here.
like, you can get back in your car, Thunder God, relax.
Yeah.
But like most of the time it's nothing. It's just like...
The toilet paper one was ridiculous because all you normies fucking fell for it. And then the scary thing is, if that was only the toilet paper, what would happen is if the second the government say we might have a food shortage, that's when your neighbor starts breaking into your house. That's when the guy across the road is fucking rummaging through your shit. You know what I'm saying? All you cunts did it over the fucking toilet paper. Everyone lost their common sense to just, okay, you know what? I'll just buy the little packet of 6.
Did you do a bulk or whatever?
No, hand on heart, promise to what I believe, any
Allah.
God you believe in, Allah, Buddha, Jesus. I was the guy, me and Chloe, we were buying the little 6-pack only. Because I was trying to do my bit. Okay, there's people with kids, there's women, you have your time of the month and you might have daughters. So I'll do my part. It's just me and Chloe. I only need 6.
Yeah.
We can make it work.
I took out one toilet roll out of a 24-pack because I just wanted to conserve.
Yeah. Like
no,
what?
I didn't really.
I was going to say, fuck, wow. You just showed me up there.
Pack,
yeah.
You just walk out with one.
Yeah.
I use banana leaves.
The tea towel, like you can make it
or
work.
just a banana.
Like,
just plug it up.
We were doing that. And then you go to the shops, bro, and there was people literally like with trolleys, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro, what would you do if it was water or food?
Yeah.
That's when you're fighting at the shops and shit. Like it was.
Well, they started putting the caps on the food. Remember,
Yeah.
you can only get 2 bits of chicken or like 2 packets of chicken or whatever it was.
Yeah, but the second that we're out, shortage, that goes out the window, bro. I'm telling you, cunts are fighting. You're breaking into your neighbor's house. There, fuck it. You know what I mean? It'd be fucking chaos.
I can only imagine. This was only a fraction of what it was like in America. I can only imagine it's more chaotic over there.
Speaking of dystopian futures, did you guys see this social media ban Australian government wants to put on under 16s?
I'm all
for it too.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Originally, I thought it was
this
a
is
bit...
a good debate topic.
Yeah.
But
I'm all for it.
I'm for it.
Originally, because you hear Americans say that Australia, we're all imprisoned and we hate it here. And I'm like, I hate when people say that
I love it
we
here.
don't have freedom. It's like, we have freedom, but we're just not crazy motherfuckers that just want to wreak havoc and cause violence all the time. Yes, there's people out there like that, but like, I don't know, man.
The other bill I don't like though is the misinformation bill that they're also talking about, where you can't spread misinformation online and you can be persecuted for fucking saying false shit.
But
so
it could be...
We'll be in trouble here. Lucky we got Tory now because... But they say that because shit like that. Like, so the Americans see that, and Canada's a big one too, where they have a lot of these laws, and it's like nanny state kind of shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, misinformation bill, how the fuck are you going to enforce that? That's kind of like...
What if it was an honest mistake?
Yeah, like, it's also subjective. Like, who are you to say what is really misinformation? You know what I mean? Like, like for example, during COVID, the government was spreading misinformation. They were saying you couldn't get infected if you got the vaccine. That's not true. They were saying all this other shit that wasn't true, you know? So it's like, who's saying what's misinformation?
Yeah.
So that one's concerning, but the under 16s thing, I'm all for.
Yeah, so
I don't need it.
I reached out to my brother-in-law and sent him the video, and he was saying he's already done research into like what social media does to the undeveloped minds, like when under 16, like depression up, like just they're not used to that.
Anxiety,
you know what I mean? Like
ADHD.
Because people get that as adults about social media. People get anxiety, depression.
Yeah.
So imagine a kid that hasn't even found themselves yet, and then they're subject to all this shit. But then what happens, right, when there's always going to be people that end up getting it before 16. They lie about their age.
Yeah.
Tori was telling me the other day, she lied about her age when she originally got Facebook, because you can only be 18 or what was it?
13.
13. So she lied about her age or whatever. So what's stopping people from doing that now?
Well, I've read that the way they're going to enforce it, right? So when you buy your kid a phone, right, that's when you're supposed to do it. Like, you set up the phone with your kid because they don't know how to fucking do it. And then you put the age, and then they have all these, like, restrictions and locks and shit on things. So it's kind of on the parent to kind of enforce that in the first place.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are going to get around it, like savvy kids. But I think it's a step in the right direction anyway, because it's so new. We don't even know what it does to adults, really. Well, how long's this shit been around? 10 years, 15 years, man. Yeah. Like, we don't know what it's going to affect. Like, you look at everyone now, they're already dopey as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like for me, we haven't had Instagram for like a year or just over now. And like comparing myself way less, just not. I was always so consumed by what everyone else was doing around me.
Yeah,
and already I'm that type of person where if you give me knowledge about what someone's doing or it's on my page, I'm just watching it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna watch it, and then I'm like, fuck, I waste so much time. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I waste time now because I'm just slow to do shit. But like when you section out a full day, like my screen time has dropped so much. Maybe not heaps because of work. I use it for work.
Yeah.
But I would get almost to like 7 hours a day. And that was when I had Instagram, Snap, all that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just always on it.
I was able to, I
feel a bit lighter.
I was able to bring my screen time down to, I'm at about 4 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm happy with that for me. And that's me, you know, I do my bullshit with the music and the podcast and the trading, and I look at the trade sometimes and all that shit. But I try to really, like I said, if it wasn't for this shit and the music, bro, I'd be lower. I wouldn't have any of it. Like, I wouldn't have it at all. But unfortunately, you know,
the screen time's whenever you pull out your phone and look at it, right?
No, I think it's when you're going through shit and opening different apps and shit like that. So I was able to keep mine to 4 hours and something minutes. What about you, T-Bams? You're a female. What's your screen time average?
Be honest.
Yeah, be honest. Because you don't have Instagram, so you're...
I use TikTok a lot. I also watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, I'm.
She shower. Tell me your shower routine.
When I shower, I sit on the floor always. I can't tell you the last time I had a standing shower. Ask Joey.
Yeah.
I literally.
We had a stool once. You were sitting.
We had a stool that I was sitting on.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why. Ever since I've been like 12 or 13, I've done it.
Yeah, right.
But I will prop up my phone while I'm in the shower, sitting on the floor.
have you tried having a bath?
I don't like baths because I can't.
Now she does. You do have the phone on the outside of the shower.
I have the phone on the outside of the shower.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not inside, but I will have it like up against the screen, resting on something, and I'm not even staring at. Yeah, like YouTube, like a crime documentary, something that I'm watching. I'm not actively watching it all throughout my shower, obviously, but it's like my brain has to hear something while I'm showering.
Yeah, okay.
And now I've just been doing it for so long that I can't not do it.
Like, she'll literally, if we're trying to get in a rush because we want to watch a show that we've been watching, and I'm like, quick, go shower. She's like, okay. But she'll be on her phone setting up what she's going to watch in the shower, even though I'm like, we don't have time. Yeah, like, I want to get in and out, right? But her showers, in and out showers are not a thing when you're watching something. And sometimes they'll fog up, so she'll get the water that's in front of the screen and you go, and then and get rid of the mist, and she'll just be looking at it like.
My screen time's probably, it's quite high sometimes. Like, I think it's already at 6 hours, but that is because, again, while I work from home, I've got a podcast playing, I've got YouTube playing, I've always got something playing. My scrolling time, because I don't have Instagram, Facebook I don't use, is quite limited. It's just YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Google, researching shit.
Okay, so not too bad, but I feel like there would be a lot of people where it's just TikTok, Instagram scrolling, and they're probably hitting 7, 8, 9 hours.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's fucking insane.
Well, that's me after a big night on a Sunday. My screen time's like 11 hours.
Yeah, because you don't leave bed. Yeah, that's everyone though. When you have a big weekend, you don't leave bed. But that's when
you're like, what the fuck is wrong with my life?
Yeah.
And that's when I start trolling people in the comments after a big night.
That's when you start spreading propaganda about Trump and shit. So what about you, Dove? No social.
Fuck no, man. She's fucking 3 years old.
I mean, obviously when she's older.
Yeah, we're very we try to limit how much she watches anything anyway.
Yeah. What about iPad in general? So social media is that's one thing, but what's your view on like always having your kid in front of an iPad?
Yeah, we're pretty good with that. Like she does watch stuff sometimes, obviously,
of course,
but pretty limited. Rose is very good with that. Like when we get in the car to drive somewhere, we have the iPad set up in the back seat, but she doesn't even use that all the time. Like, she's pretty good, man. Like, especially lately, she doesn't have a dependency on on anything. And especially as she gets older, I definitely want to limit that. Like, these kids, she's not watching no fucking skibbity toilet fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but So I'm all for the TikTok bin. I think 16 is a perfect age too. I think that's when really under 16 you don't need it for anything really.
Yeah, no.
Like what are you doing, man? Like and they're not going to ban YouTube apparently because like that's kind of different, like YouTube Kids. And like kind of like what Tori was saying. I don't know if you two are the same, but apparently it's a man thing. But when I eat.
YouTube.
I have to watch something. Even though if 5 minutes I don't even finish or watch something I'm very interested in. It's just when I'm eating, I need something there, man.
So sometimes we'll sit down and have dinner, and then say if she's not in the mood to watch something, I'll be like, all right, so what are we watching? And she's like, can't we just sit here in each other's presence and just eat and just talk? And I'm like, and don't be wrong, I love shooting the shit with this woman, you know what I mean? But like you said, it's like when I'm eating, because then when I'm eating, I'm not going to be going, oh, did you see them? I just want to I'm eating. I'm like, fuck it. How good is it when your food is hectic as well?
And you got something hectic.
And then sometimes I'm like, I'm not even past the opening 8 minutes of the show, and I'm like, I've already finished almost my food. I'm like, shit.
Right, me and Chloe are the same. We'll sit there with a hectic dinner, and I'm almost like frantically trying to get. I'm like, what are we gonna watch quickly? She's like, I don't know. Let's quickly put something on just because I can't. And then I don't want to sit there just looking at a blank screen, and then the food's gone. I'm like,
but I don't like eating in the car either. If I get fast food, I want to wait till I get home in a comfortable position. Get ready, TV on, boom.
Yep.
I will eat in the car though if I'm starving sometimes, or like a chip or something. Rarely though, kind of rarely.
Yeah, I will sacrifice coming home and eating a bit of a colder meal.
Yeah,
but to make sure I'm watching something.
Hard.
I take that sacrifice all the time. I got another good one. So in America, guy's riding a bike, gets run over by an ambulance. Right? The ambulance then puts the bloke in the back of the ambulance, takes him to the hospital. They then proceed to charge this motherfucker the ambulance bill.
He got hit.
And he's now taking them to court for and trying to sue them for like $900 and something thousand.
Oh my God.
So he got run over by an ambulance, taken to hospital by said ambulance, and then charged.
Wow.
And then they slugged
him with the bill.
Oh, what a joke.
I don't know how much the bill was.
That's worse than inviting someone out to dinner and just ducking the bill.
Yeah.
$1,800.
There you go.
Fucking hell, man.
And you can see there the bike has been absolutely munched.
Oh my God.
He was 71 as well.
Oh, poor fella.
What's with these guys taking advantage of older people, man?
Old people, they got it tough.
America, they don't give a fuck.
If COVID didn't get them the ambulance as well.
I got something here. There is so much toxic air pollution in Pakistan right now that it can literally be seen from space. To put it into perspective, according to IQ Air, which tracks global air quality, a reading above 300 is considered to be hazardous to a person's health. The air quality index in Pakistan's second largest city recently recorded was 1,200. Schools and government offices have been ordered to close.
Holy!
There's been a ban on all outdoor activities, and tens of thousands of people have been treated for respiratory issues. As a matter of fact, India's air pollution has been that bad that experts have warned that this smog could take years off of the lives of hundreds of millions of people. Where does the smog come from? Coal-fired power plants, farmers burning waste, traffic, factories, and most recently was the Diwali Light Festival, where they were celebrating, millions of people celebrating by lighting fireworks and crackers. So the smog is so thick, and there's pictures of it from August to November. There's a comparison photo. I don't know if you can get that up, but there's a comparison photo from August air pollution from space, right? And you can see it August, November, boom. It's so bad, man.
Poor
like,
fuckers.
imagine the air pollution's that bad. It's literally going to shave years off your life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're all doing stuff day to day that might shave a bit off here and there.
Yeah.
But the smog that you're in every day.
It's not even your fault either. Like you just have to breathe
that's
in.
when cunts start growing like third eyes and horns and shit on their foreheads. The fucking smog's like a dark green. That's fucked, man. Those
it's crazy that
fuckers.
so many things like natural disasters or things like this are happening in the world. And I feel like we're just on the sidelines watching it all from afar.
Yeah, we've got it good here.
We've got it good.
We've got it.
Blessed.
We should all be very blessed. Touch wood. Nothing will happen here, you know. But is that the picture there?
Yeah.
That's all the smog from
That's
space.
insane. That looks like a snowy mountain.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And like imagine all outdoor activities. It's like COVID, but except it's actually dangerous.
yeah.
Like
that,
it's
that
in
will
the
kill
air.
you
You
quick.
can't escape it.
That will kill you quicker than COVID.
Well, it says 12% of deaths in children under 5 in Pakistan have been attributed to air pollution.
Wow.
12%.
12%.
Wow.
That's crazy, bro.
Fucking hell. That is bad, bro.
That's so sad.
That's terrible.
And that's probably leads to shorter lifespans, the ones that don't die immediately. Like
100%.
It's not a very big country either. Like, you look at Australia, right? If shit like that were to happen, there's a lot of space. You can run away. You can go.
there's a coastal breeze.
These countries, man, even like the UK, like you look, these countries are small and there's people everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not like Pakistan. You can't escape, bro. Like you're packed in there, bro.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
You're packed in Pakistan.
Packed in Pakistan, bro. That's fucked up, man.
That's fucking sad.
Speaking of the UK, did you see, here's my last point, the dude running around with a hood on and he was shooting fucking rocket launchers at cunts and shit and shooting them into the shop. You didn't see this video? man?
No.
For the actual like rocket, a bazooka.
Yeah, but it was like firecracker bazooka. Let me see if I can find this.
Did he-
Maybe Tori can find it.
Did he hurt
faster than
anyone?
I can.
Or?
I'm not sure, but I just...
one?
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, this video. Fuck, you're good. She's good.
yeah, she's hired.
Do I play it?
Yeah, but let's
Yeah, look.
run that shit.
See if it comes up. I think it's loading.
Oh no, the ad.
It's going to do the ad.
Yeah, it's gonna do
That's
the
all
ad.
right.
Right, it looks like fucking like something from fucking Arkham Asylum or some shit. This cunt's got a full hood on,
Yeah.
running around with a bazooka.
Well, why was he doing it though?
It's like when the
what's the-
Joker escapes and they're just going crazy.
This was in Birmingham. Look at these cunts.
Of course.
Oh,
you
whoa.
got his mate filming him. He does look kind of cool. But
Wait, is he
Wow.
actually shooting at people?
He's shooting at
He's just
everything.
shooting-
Yeah, just shooting everywhere.
And the funniest thing is, I'm pretty sure in England the cops still aren't armed. So what's the cop going to do
The
there?
baton.
Just baton him.
Right.
Wait,
Well,
why aren't the cops?
They don't got guns. That's why in the UK the police force is a joke. They get bashed and shit because they don't got guns.
Since when have they not had
Since
guns?
always.
Have they never not had guns? Have they always?
Yeah.
I didn't really know that either.
They've always. I don't know.
How long have police in England not have guns for? Have they never had guns?
Like, there's always videos on my TikTok of coppers getting bashed by like little kids and shit because
I
they're
thought
just
they
trying
were-
to baton these motherfuckers. But there's like 30
I thought
of
they
them.
were like the park ranger equivalent to like a cop. Like I thought they were just like the lower grade cops. I thought they always had like
No, they
because
don't
you
got
know we
guns.
have like Raptor Squad, we have the proper But even
nah.
our normal cops have guns.
Knife crime's terrible over there too.
Yeah, most police officers in the UK do not routinely carry firearms.
Wow.
It's only special like forces.
probably the SWAT team.
Americans would find that appalling.
Yeah.
I find that appalling.
I do.
If
But
I'm in England,
Americans
right?
more so.
Hello, 911. Yeah, I'm getting broken into. This guy's got a machete and a fucking gun. All right, no worries. We're sending the baton squad.
He has a butter knife.
What the fuck? Then the guy rocks up into the house and he's gonna freeze.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, oh,
Wait.
you've only got a baton. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Copper's dead. I'm dead.
But
My
then he
fucking
flings the
children get
bullet.
murdered.
He flings the bullet out of the way with the baton. He's like,
You know what I mean?
If this motherfucker with the rocket launcher was in America, he would have been shot and killed straight away.
Yeah, because
by
they
a
think,
civilian. Like not even a cop.
shut up. Trying to watch
I have
fucking.
work tomorrow.
For the whatever this thing is, the guys were what is it called? What's the thing that he's shooting? The rocket launcher.
Fire.
Rocket launcher.
Yeah, 3 teenage boys aged 17, 18 and 19 were arrested over it.
Wow.
So
Young fellas.
So they're young
Yeah.
guys.
Just fucking around. So see, Gen Alpha are weird. That to them's funny. That to me, I'm like, dude, you're gonna fucking hurt some motherfucker.
Yeah.
To me, what's funny is fucking, getting your
Egging
mate,
someone.
throwing eggs, or you get your mate to stand on the other side of the road and you do the pretend you're holding
I
your
did
string.
that. I did
And
that.
the cars come and they
They
just
stop.
flip you off, and
Yeah.
like that to me is funny. Not fucking shooting rocket launchers. At
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Well, if he was shooting his friends with the rocket launcher, that would have been pretty funny.
Yeah, that,
But
like-
shooting random guys on the streets, not so funny.
That's sad. I've got my last one. In America, a man has a very successful new business. So a man's got a website, new business. You can send complaints to his website anonymously about your boss. He then rocks up to your workplace and cusses out your boss for you so you can't get fired. And there's videos of this bloke rocking up and actually saying shit to bosses and CEOs, and like they're trying to kick him out and shit. Like people, they're getting pissed off at him. Like, get the fuck out of my building and shit. Yeah. And like it's a full
Just
proper
because
thing.
so workers don't want to say it to themselves, so they're like,
Exactly.
"Oh, say that he's a." I wonder if
He's
they
a
say
fucking
specifics,
cunt.
like John wasn't happy with that raise you gave him last week, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
I try to find if there's like a name. Is his name Kalimar White? Maybe you can type that in, see if it pops up.
how do you spell that?
Kalimar, Kalimar.
Oh, so he just approaches him with a book and just goes and reads it like
White. Yep, that's him. There he is.
He's probably making a killing too.
Is he from the UK or?
I think it's America.
It's not really coming up. Is it this guy? It's not really coming up with much. It says he's a musical artist.
Oh, this could be a troll setup. But that's him. Look, that's him. That's him in the video right there.
It's promoting his music.
Oh, here we go. There's an Instagram link. I wonder if that'll open it up.
Complaint calls. Season 4.
Oh my God, there's 4 seasons?
You never know. This could be a publicity stunt for his music, maybe.
It looks like it.
What do you mean? Why would this be?
Go to our website and file your complaint.
Because we're talking about him.
Okay.
People look him up and like this guy makes
But the thing, it was shared by one of my most trusty news sources. That's why.
I don't doubt he does it. He's probably
it's
doing
4 seasons, so he's definitely doing it.
Funny bastard.
So many people would look at that and have so much satisfaction, thinking like, he could have said that to my
And the
boss.
funniest thing is that you'd see him rock up, and if you've done the complaint, you want to see it. Yeah. So then your boss is probably thinking, all right, all the motherfuckers here watching, it's got to be one of them. So you automatically kind of...
You see the guy in the corner go, yes.
yeah, get out. Yeah, little bastard. So it could be just a music thing.
Little bastard.
But hey, I'm all for it. I feel like in Australia, though, most of us just say, like, get fucked, idiot. Like, we're like, none of us are really scared to, like, really, voice our problems or opinions, especially with, like, people in supervisor roles and shit. Like, when I was ashfelding, man, like, some of the shit we used to say to our supervisors was like... I don't know how any of us had jobs.
Yeah.
Like,
see, the industry I'm in, it's very much like just do as you're told.
Bite your tongue. It's okay. I feel like ashfelding is a bit more rough. Like, I've seen...
you won't last anywhere, and you won't last long if you burn bridges like that. You got to no matter if you're feeling a certain way, if you had a shit day. Sometimes because I've had a shit day, has nothing to do with them, like the project managers or whatever. Yeah. If they've told me can you just go here, go there now, like last minute, I'm like,
all right.
But then I'm like, most of that is just built up frustration from like my day, or it has nothing to do with them. I'm just working. You know, I get paid by the hour, so they pay well, and it's like I'll just do whatever. But sometimes I get a bit like victim, and I'm like, you did this to me, and really it's just like that main character shit where you're like, bro, like but
I'm a bit like that too, man. I hate being told what to do, man. I fucking hate it, man.
But everyone in my workplace is pretty easy to get along with. Like, but I can only feel for the people who, with some people, the workplace and the people in position of power just abuse it a little bit. Even if it's a little bit of an attitude, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be much. But if someone like talks down to me, like I was going into this building, he wasn't working for Precision. He was the security guy at the building. Now, a lot of these big high-rise buildings we go to, Precision is kind of like looking after certain buildings. We always go and do servicing or whatever. But these security guards, right? They work 6 to 6. They're most of the time spent alone, right? They're probably bullied in school. It's their little authority, right? Their loading dock that their little the security officer is stationed in. Anyone who comes in, hey, I'm Joe from Precision. I'm here to do the works on level 22. Oh, yeah, I didn't hear anything about this. And I'm well,
it's the way they go about it.
And I'm like, I don't know, like talk to Patty, like my PM or Reese or whatever. Like they called up and like it's not my job to like facilitate the works going on. Yeah, it's my job to rock up. But then they just like.
And they drag it on and they call this guy and they just make it a deal. Yeah.
And then I'm just like, oh man, but like I said, even though he doesn't work for Precision, you don't want to stand like when it comes to work, the less drama the better. You know, what I mean? In the past with other companies, I've got caught up in the drama because I was being picked on by certain people in companies in positions of power, and I lent into it and I took the bait. And then whereas they had a better relationship with the boss than I did. So then he kind of sided with the guy that was the asshole. So whereas if I didn't say anything at all, you know what I mean? Like you're there to work. I don't care about work enough to get emotionally invested anymore. Yeah. To the point where I'm arguing with people.
Yeah,
I'm like, whatever, bro. I'm just not gonna, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But it's hard. Sometimes I internalize a lot. Like I'm the hardest cunt in my head. Like in my head, I'm like I got no fucks. I don't give a fuck. Flip this table right now. You know. But then when it really happens, I'm like, so I'll say sorry even when I don't need to say sorry. Like, I'm just like I can't be. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. The less drama, the better. Especially at work because it's just fucking work.
Like I like to not be a part of the drama. I like to witness drama.
Yeah.
You know
fucking nice.
Like what's the tea? What's this? What's that? You know what I mean? What's happening?
For me, that's it. That was my last point, man.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Nothing else here.
T-Bams,
Sorry, what do you got for us?
Closing thoughts?
No, I'm joking.
I have no closing thoughts.
Imagine you had this full article.
She goes, oh,
she's
so
like,
glad you
"Oh,
asked."
I'll come prepared, a bit more prepared as the week's go on.
No, you
did a really good
you were
job.
very
You done
prepared.
great.
Yeah,
There's-
that was
the thing
really
is
good.
though that you can't. Your role is like less preparing, more on the spot,
Yeah.
which I think you do really well. So
Yeah,
you know
it
what I
was
mean.
great.
Otherwise, you'll just take our job and you'll end up being the host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah.
No, but don't be shy. If you see something cool, fucking note it down,
Yeah.
put it in
Yeah,
your
for sure.
notes, whatever,
Yeah.
bring it. That was fucking great.
That was
That
And
was
as,
great.
and as you get more comfortable as well, like this was perfect episode, but like you'll notice you're a bit more. I couldn't tell it was your first podcast, to be honest. So
Yeah, no.
but you will get more like just don't get. Remember where you came from. Remember.
The team
Remember,
workshop.
Yeah, this is still a Temu workshop, and we're gonna sell your feet pics for Patreon fucking subscription, right? That is happening.
Yeah, as long as I get a cut.
Yeah, and then obviously we're gonna next week return because I have been DM'd a couple of times. Actually, I've noticed about people asking where the live is. So again, guys. When there's new tech, there's always a cord you forget, or a cord, or a cable you don't realize. And then obviously our biggest problem is we need long versions of everything. So you got to buy the extender and
You know what I thought of too? With the camera cutting off every hour, how's that going to affect the live?
Yeah, no. So it shouldn't do that because when it's in the live, it's going to be running through the OBS software. So that's just going to be a continuous feed. That's just for the in-camera thing. So
Okay, I get you.
understand what I'm saying?
I get you. So,
Yeah.
when it's plugged into the computer,
it's going to be running from the
even if you don't press record,
it's going to be
OBS is going to pick up what's on the
exactly.
viewfinder.
So you don't click record from there; you click record on the computer.
I think
again,
we'll still record on that though. I think.
yeah. So and again, that's going to be a little bit more work for T-Bems because then she's also then going to be monitoring the chat, which shouldn't be a problem at the start. Like I said, we're not going to have 100 fucking people in there. But you never know. Someone might come in, say something, and then she can kind of chime in and go, oh, this guy said this. This is a good point.
Another thing I thought of too. What do you think? I don't know, but when like in the last week's episode, I saw that the live chat was popping up on the video, on the YouTube video.
Yeah, no, I'll leave that off. So that'll be fully
Okay.
Tori's. That's T-Bems'
Yeah,
job.
okay,
She's going to be
gotcha.
fully. So on the live, it's going to look just like that,
Yeah,
nice and
okay.
crispy 4K. And then Tori's going to be in charge of telling us. So if you come in the live too, don't send 100 pointless messages. Save it when there's a point. If we're talking about monkeys escaping, go, oh, I had a pet monkey that escaped. And then Tori might go, oh, okay, cool. If we're talking about lab monkeys and you're going, oh, fucking, I don't know, fucking Donald Trump said this. And then obviously I've told T-Bems to kind of ignore you. Like, we're not trying to be rude, but we've got to keep the show flowing.
Yeah.
The whole point of the live is just to get the new listeners a bit more interaction. But that's going to be, again, fully T-Bems' job to kind of pick and decipher what's important. Okay, that's not really relevant. Let that go. But if someone new comes in and goes, hey, how you going? That's the most important thing as well. When someone new comes in, you have to tell us, T-Bems, because that's what makes or breaks if they become a fan. If they feel like we're not really welcoming, they'll probably just move on. But if we all, welcome into the community, hey, yeah, welcome, some links here, yada, 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 they then go, oh, fuck, these cunts are all right. Then they get involved.
I
You
can
know what I'm
type
saying?
back to them as well, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can type back and say, hey, we'll get back to you in a second. So again, you got a bit more work when we go live, but
Age, sex, location.
I've got feet pics, $99.99 per month. Beautiful, man. That's it, boys. Yes.
Let's
Hey,
go.
give me that shit, man. I love that shit. Awesome. T-Bems, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Guys, let us know what you think. Brand new quality. Let us know.
Brand new producer.
Yeah, brand new producer.
Well,
Fucking.
first producer. Who was the other one?
Well,
Us?
I mean, Iggy
yeah.
kind of assumed
The role
Like,
of
a lot of the role.
Yeah.
wore many hats.
Yeah, so I feel like this takes the pressure off Iggy a little bit because Iggy
Yeah.
does do so much. Like,
is great.
DZ does as well with the merch and all that. But yeah, just together, like these boys do so
This is
much.
great.
So it's just like
I feel like it
helps.
flowed great.
This was great,
Yeah.
man.
It flowed
This,
great.
this felt good.
Let us know the
Let's go.
YouTube fucking. Let us know all your fucking comments, opinions, and all that. And guys, as always, we'll see you next week.
Salute.